For the last week of class, there's really only two things that you need to be concerned about. You want to make sure that you complete the final project peer review, and you also need to take the MTA certification exam. Information on the exam and the testing center is in the certification exam preparation block. So you're going to want to make sure you go through here and that you schedule that exam as soon as possible. The reason that you want to schedule it as soon as possible is they have a limited number of computers, and the testing center is basically used for all professional exams, which would include the MTA and the Microsoft Office tests, but it's also used in by other divisions within the college as well. So make sure you schedule your test as soon as possible. Then your score will be entered by me into this Dropbox. There's really nothing for you to enter here, but that is where you will see the score. And as long as you pass the test, you're going to get 100 points out of 100. Does not matter if you end up with a score of, 701. 700 is the score you need to pass. It's 70%. It doesn't matter if you just hit 70% or if you get 99%. Passing is passing, you're going to get 100 points. If you do not pass, you do have the opportunity to retake the test, but Certiport requires a 24-hour waiting period. So keep that in mind when you schedule your test. So if the only time you can take it is this last week of class, I would schedule the test on Tuesday, because then if you did not pass, you would be able to retake it on Thursday. What I do if people do not pass is I would take whatever your higher score is if you retake. If you pass on the second attempt, awesome, you're going to get the 100 points. What happens if you don't pass on either attempt? Then your score is prorated. And so I basically take the passing score of 700 and divide your score by 700. So you will still end up with a pretty decent score on the final exam. Okay, but that is how the math is calculated. So there's really nothing for you guys to enter here. I'm the one who's going to be entering the scores. I really appreciate it if you guys can email me after you take the test and let me know how you did. Because if you pass, that's awesome. That's what I like to see. But if for some reason you did not pass, maybe I can point you in the direction of additional resources for you to study. So that's really all we have going on this week. I did put a little note in here about the web hosting sites, just because I have limited space on my server. I can keep your accounts active while you are taking classes at NMC, because we actually use the server in other courses. But eventually your accounts are going to be removed. So once you're no longer a student, usually at the end of that year, I go through and remove accounts. So just for future reference, I do have links to some resources for you. I would do a little researching of different web hosts, but I have some useful links to you. And this link is to the best web hosting sites. Of course, these are not the free ones. So I have links to free ones plus what is the best as far as the ones you have to pay for. If you have any questions or concerns about the final, please let me know. Good luck, And make sure you guys look through the certification exam prep section, because if you go through this section, I'm pretty confident that you'll all pass on your first try. Let me know if you have any questions, and have a great week.